Injuries and the suspension for Jason Ford mean that champions Tipperary are forced into change for this opening Munster assignment. John O'Keefe plays his first major match since the 2011 All-Ireland final as a replacement for Mickey Cahill, and Sean Curran comes in for Patrick Bonner-Marr. As expected, Cork make major changes by comparison with this time last year. Stephen MacDonald and Colm Spillane link up on the full back line. There's a start for Mark Coleman at wing back and Dara Fitzgibbon in midfield, while Shane Kingston and Luke Meade come into the forwards. It's Cork who won the toss. They're playing from right to left in the first half. Light breeze behind them, although the breeze predominantly is blowing across the field. Mark Coleman again, diagonally across the field, over there towards Seamus Harnedy, the man from East Cork. Harnedy off his left-hand side, looking for a second point for the Rebels, and Cork lead the match by 2 points to no score. Harnedy very much back in form, the kind of form he illustrated in 2013 when Cork, of course, reached that year's All-Ireland final. Darren Gleeson's long puck out, down through the centre, intended there for the inside forward line. Noel McGrath coming onto it here, kicked, and kicked over the bar. Point for Tipperary.
Well left by Seamus Cahill. Noel McGrath plays football obviously with Loughmore Castellani. Great chance of a goal, really. Be disappointed he didn't finish that, a man with his skill, but he kicks it over the bar.
All the way downfield, once again it comes in over the head there of Noel McGrath. In there to help him out, however, is Michael Breen wearing the number 9, straight across the field. In there for somebody to forage and to get in well. And it's Brendan Morris coming through. Marga! Taken off the goalkeeper's stick and over the bar. Great raid by Tipperary. And this time Brendan Marr coming through from midfield to put that one off the goalkeeper's stick and over. 3 points to 2.
Great start to the game, very open hurling so far.
Very lively stuff indeed. Little to choose between the teams so far. Curran tried to go through the centre. Dan McCormack tried to roll it up onto his stick. Fails to succeed in that quest, however. Hand pass across here as far as Michael Breen, and Breen puts it over the bar. Very good score by Michael Breen. That's 4 goals and 7 points he's got in his championship career so far. Set up for him by John O'Dwyer and finished by Breen, the Ballina man. 13 minutes gone, 12 scores so far. Might be another one here for Patrick Horgan. Took his opportunity, knocks it over the bar. His first chance, his first score. Playing in his 42nd ever championship match. Cork lead by 7 points to 6. Bill Cooper back in here as far as Fitzgibbon. And in the end, it's hit over by John McGrath. Well, he only needs half a chance, and McGrath has scored. And now he's one of 5 forwards to score so far. The only one not to score so far in play has been John O'Dwyer. Again, going forward here is Brendan Marr, last year's captain, in as far as Michael Breen, and Breen splits the post with his 3rd point of this first half. And he's one man who's getting opportunities now. We saw Mark Ellis earlier on catch a few really good balls, but he's got to keep very close tabs on Michael Breen.
Yeah, well, that's one fault in Cork's game. They're not picking up that runner from the middle of the field. See Michael Breen, Brendan Maher, Dan McCormack all getting coming off the shoulder and creating the extra man, and Cork not picking up that runner.
Harnedy jumps, doesn't catch, but he's supported here by Luke Meade. Made a big impact in this year's league, and he's making an impact on his debut in the championship. He's just cracked over his 3rd point, and it's now 11 apiece once again. Picked up once again by Fitzgibbon. Again working and beavering away in the middle of the field. He's new to the Tipperary opponents, and he gives it out to another newcomer who's Shane Kingston, and between them the youngsters combine, and Kingston's got a second, and Cork lead by 14 points to 30. 3 minutes to go to the break. The forwards have it again. It's Stan McCormack under-hitting it this time, a little block on it anyway, but it breaks for Breen, trying to get the better of Coleman. Helping out here is John McGrath, in through 3 Cork defenders, flicking it back. Anticipating there was John O'Dwyer, and Bubble steps away from trouble and hits it off his left-hand side and puts it beautifully inside the right-hand upright and over the bar. Great play by Bubbles. He's got a sideline point, and now he's got a point from play as well. And the tip forwards combined with lethal efficiency. From the puck out, Colm Spillane reading it, going for it, attacking it, knocking it down to Mark Coleman again, of course. Challenged by Dan McCormack, then challenged by John McGrath. Back in as far as Mark Ellis. Ellis looks up, drives it away off his left-hand side, down towards Seamus Harnedy once again. Where he goes, James Barry goes across to try and marshal him. But he's nothing to stop him this time. The hand pass back towards Kingston. Shane Kingston stepping away, well blocked initially, and then he dribbles in and it's a goal. Shane Kingston his first ever championship goal. A goal and 2 for him, a goal and 7 for Cork. They lead by 4.
Yeah, Gerard, that was coming. At the end of the day, the low ball catches Darren Gleeson, the softish goal. But since half-time, Cork's work rate has far outdone Tipperary. Well worthy that 4-point lead.
Well, it's a boost for Cork. It's a wake-up signal once again for Tipperary, the Munster champions, the All-Ireland champions. Paddy Maher has now gone centre-half back to pick up Lehan as that ball is struck from way out of the wings, and over the bar it's gone. Really good score from Michael Breen, who's got a 4th.
Yeah, he's the one tip player that looks to have loads of energy, and he's flying around. That's a brilliant score from right out in the 65-metre line.
Horgan, the first time blocked down by Paddy Maher, goes again looking for Luke Meade. Meade has a support player also available, and that is Lehan, and Lehan puts it over the bar. 7 for Lehan, the 24-year-old from Middleton, blessed with a spontaneous touch, quick feet, great hands, and really a wonderful scorer's instinct.
Yeah, Jared, credit Luke Meade there as well. You know, you see here, Pádraig Maher gave a little tug of the jersey there, but Luke Meade had the composure just to flick it out to the unmarked Conor Lehan. He stuck it over the bar. Here's Callan again.
He certainly is. Oh, it's a great ball to McGrath. What a goal! Tip lead, 122 to 121. Callan as far as John McGrath. 56 minutes are gone.
Yeah, Colin Spillane has been all over John McGrath today, but the one chance he got, again like the point in the first half, Seamus Callan's vision, but look at the finish. John McGrath lives for those chances, and he sticks it in the roof of the net.
It's only his second score in the match. Cork rocked, back they come, Lehan again. It's a sensational performance by Lehan, who's been heavily criticised by lots of people over the last couple of years, unfairly so. But when he's confident, when he's feeling good about himself, he can perform. And Cork level it up to 122 to 122. The teams are level for an amazing 14 times. Now who's going to win it? 14 minutes to go. Mark Coleman, Bill Cooper. Down here as far as Alan Cadigan. Cadigan having to go way back inside his own 65-metre line just to get enough space, just to locate a colleague. Picks out Mark Ellis, drills it forward towards Shane Kingston. Kingston hitting it over his right shoulder and hitting it over the bar as well with unerring accuracy and wonderful confidence. He's got a goal and 4. What a response to the tip goal. Inside here as far as Luke O'Farrell. First touch for O'Farrell. Oh, well blocked down by Noel McGrath, and sets up his brother John, the goal scorer for Tipperary, for the next Tipperary attack. But in steps Stephen MacDonald. Then it's Niall O'Mara rolls it up. Back as far as Noel McGrath. Back in once again it comes towards Dan McCormack. McCormack trying to look for the next obvious pass to give. Gives it there as far as Niall O'Mara, and O'Mara hits it over the bar. Great work for the substitute. An important moment for him to level up the game at 123 to 123.
That's a great strike, great work right there by Noel McGrath. Great block down. He got the little touch into Niall O'Mara, but they really had to work very hard. Very important score. First
touch isn't a great one by Callan, but he's able to win it. Has to go back, way back here as far as the midfielder, and that one is hit, and it's hit over the bar. Brilliantly done. Last year's captain Brendan Maher gets his second point and puts Tipperary in front by 124 to 123 at a critical stage of the match with just over 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, Seamus Callan had a lot of work to do there. He did very well to get it out to Brendan Maher, and a great strike. We've seen it all day, lads score from distance. Here's Lehan.
One shot by Lehan. That is a brilliant shot. Oh yes, 9 points by Conor Lehan in this game. A real tour de force by the Middleton player, taking on everybody and anybody. Well, so many star performers in this match.
And Ronan Maher was centre-back. Pádraig was moved in there maybe 10 minutes ago, and he scored the last couple of points off him. He's just given an absolute master class today, and he had a few wides earlier on. He could have 8 or 9 points from play at this stage.
They go again. That time it's Darragh Fitzgibbon inside. Here's a chance! What a goal by the substitute, Mikey Cahalane! The man who came back, the man about whom there were serious concerns that he might never play sport again, has put Cork 4 points in front with about 2 minutes to go, 2:25 to 1:24.
Well, he took the chance, Jerry, crept in behind and got the ball, and the first touch in Championship hurling just sticks it in the net. Brilliant finish, and that should be the decisive score now at this stage.
And now Tip know they need a goal in 45 seconds just to level the match. It's 2006 since Cork last came to Thurles to beat Tip in the Championship. They beat them in 2010, but that was down in Páirc Uí Chaoimh. This is in the home of hurling, and that is Harnedy, and that's another one.
That's a brilliant score. The Cork are full of running. We said it earlier in the game, and Tip haven't lost anything in defeat here, but what a performance by Cork.
The whistle is gone, and Cork have come to Thurles, and they have beaten the Munster champions of the last 2 years and the reigning All-Ireland champions, Tipperary. And that's the final scoreline. It's Tipperary 126, but it's Cork 2 goals and 27 points.